Wow. Can't believe that happened last night. Can't believe that happened last night. I thought it was a nightmare what happened last night. I thought maybe it was just a nightmare that I had. To tell you the truth, that nightmare was a living nightmare last night. Hey everybody, I'm Timmy Flowers Guy, and welcome to the Orange and Black Recap. I'm your host, Timmy Flowers Guy, and I think I'm getting too old for this. Last night was another nightmare. It was another punch to the gut. And it felt like all of Philadelphia had their hearts ripped out last night. That's what it feels like. And I just have something I need to say about Sean Couturier. Couturier, where the hell have you been, man? Like, seriously. I don't trust you. Couturier, I don't trust you. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't trust you. I don't. I'm sick and tired of players coming on this team and screwing us over. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I don't trust you. And the thing about business, you have to be careful who you trust. You really do, because they'll try to screw you over. They'll try to take advantage of your kindness, stab you in the back, and they'll talk crap behind your back as well. And the thing is, the Flyers have been having problems with guys like this. Remember Ryan Ellis? Remember Ryan Ellis, how he pulled the wool over our eyes? And he cheated all of us? He cheated the organization? And then, let's talk about Carter Hart. He screwed us. I'm just gonna say it right now. Carter Hart absolutely screwed this organization. He screwed the fans. And he screwed many people that supported him. He screwed over the coach. He screwed over Danny Briere. And he disgraced the memory of Ed Snyder. Couturier, he has an ego. I noticed that about him. He has this big ego, like this me mentality where where it's all about him. It's all about what he wants. It's all about Coots, I guess. It's all about you, man. Let me tell you something, Couturier. You dropped the ball, man. We get that captaincy you have, that's a responsibility. That's a leadership role. But you don't look like a leader to me. You don't, I'm sorry. And you were crying and whining because John Tortorella benched you? But listen, pal, it's the real world. And sometimes life isn't fair. Get over it. Stop being such a baby and get over it. Grow up. You're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man. Take some responsibility for yourself, okay? Take responsibility for your damn team. And then don't go behind and don't pull that shit where you go behind the team's back and you lie to your agent. You lie to your agent that, oh, I'm not getting treated fairly. I'm not getting treated fairly. Let me tell you something. Life ain't fair. I have a tracheostomy. You think that was fair? No, it wasn't, because that's how life is. It ain't fair. Get over it. Get the hell over it. Okay? Stop being such a whiny little bitch. And get the hell over it. Okay? Let me tell you something. I have a right to say this. It's my right as a fan to say how I feel. And to be honest about how I feel and to express myself. And I'm going to say it right now. You made a big mistake making Sean Couturier the captain of this hockey team. It was a big mistake. It bit us in the ass. It bit us in the ass. And the thing is, didn't Sean Couturier used to live with Danny Briere? I'm trying to think Sean Couturier thinks that he's getting a free ride because he's friends with Danny Briere, but newsflash, Couturier. Newsflash, this is a business. And if you're not doing well, Briere's gonna get rid of you. Okay? That's how it works. That's how business works. Alright, there's no friends in business. There's friends when it comes to watching hockey and communicating with people that watch hockey, but when you're in the business itself, there are no friends and you can't trust anybody. And if Couturier keeps acting up, keeps acting out of line, then he's gone. It's as simple as that. And I met Sean Couturier. He was a decent guy back then. He was a nice guy back then. But the fact is, he makes this all about him. And that is why this team isn't doing well, because when you have a guy on your team that has a big ego, and it's all about him, and you just when am I getting my own cereal, when am I getting my own car, blah, blah, blah. When am I gonna get to sleep without models, blah, blah, blah. That's just how it is, you know? And we can't have that. We can't have someone in this organization with a big ego. We can't. There's no room for egos when you're trying to be successful and when you're trying to be a good hockey team. If you have an ego, your ego is going to bite you in the ass. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. I'm sorry for what I have to say about Sean Couturier, but I gotta be honest, okay? I did not see him do anything in that game last night. I didn't see him do anything in any game ever since he's become captain. He's become non-existent on that ice, and I think he's doing it on purpose because he has this ego in his head, and he's thinking, "Hey, I'm gonna sabotage the whole season for this team. I'm gonna sabotage this season for this hockey team." That's what it's all about. He's sabotaging his own teammates to feed into his ego. That's what he's doing. And it was a tough loss. Yeah, 6-2. 6-9-3. We got Paling had a goal. Third, we had a goal. Paling had the first goal. That's the recap. But like I said, there's no room for egos in this organization. And if Couturier wants to continue to play this little ego trip, this little me kind of game with himself, then let him do it, you know? If he wants to be a petulant little child, let him be a petulant little child. But let me tell you something, Couturier. You used to be a good hockey player. You used to care about this team. You never had an ego like this. And it makes me sick to see you like this. It really does. And you need to get help. You really need to get help. And this whole ego trip, you need to get help, because usually when you have an ego, it's an addiction. It's an addiction. And you need to stop. You need to think of your team. You need to think of the city. And think of the fans. I want this team to be successful. You have a problem, Couturier. You have an ego problem. You need to get that fixed. Yeah. Luckily, Flyers still have a chance to make the playoffs. Still isn't going to be easy, but this team has had so many chances to get in, and I feel like this may be their last chance to get in. And that's how I feel about that. They still have a chance. It's surprising that they still have a chance, but this team cannot. Every time they have a chance, they don't capitalize on that chance. They don't capitalize on it. And you see, this game is a microcosm of how unfair life can be sometimes, and how we have to rise above that unfairness. Like I said, I'm just gonna say it right now. 2024 so far has sucked. That's all I have to say about that. 2024 really sucks. It really sucks. And the thing about this is, when this team loses, I always think to myself, I really miss my dad. I really miss the people that I lost along the way, because when they were around, it's when the good times were happening, but now they're gone, and I miss them. I remember 2010. 2010 was probably the happiest year of my life, because the Flyers had never come back against the Bruins to beat the Montreal Canadiens to win the Eastern Conference Championship. And everyone in Philadelphia just seemed happy. We all seemed happy. Sometimes I think to myself, I'd like to go back in time to 2010 once again and revisit that happy time that I had in my life. And I'm sure a lot of Flyers fans would like to go back in time and revisit those happier times. It really makes you think. It really makes you think that in life you have to be you need to be grateful for the things you had, because in life you have to be grateful. Because one day you may lose those things. And one day you may lose those people. So be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for the times you had with those loved ones that were in your life that have now passed on. Always be grateful for what you have, because someday everything may all change. Look at this tracheostomy I got on here. That's a symbol of how quickly life can change. So always be grateful. Always be grateful for what you have, because you never know what'll happen. I'm Timmy Flyers Guy, and this has been the Orange and Black Recap. I will see you on Friday when I recap the Flyers Rangers game. Right now, I'm just hoping for the best.